Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Passioknit Kelsie and this is another very passionate vlog. This book here called Itty Bitty Amigurumi 50 Quick, Cute, and Completely No-Sew Crochet Projects. Zach is a good friend of mine and a fantastic amigurumi artist, so I thought it would be a great idea to bring back one of the classics on this channel, How Many Can I Make in One Day, featuring Itty Bitty Amigurumi. As you can see, there are 50 patterns in this book. There are many things for us to choose from. I definitely cannot make all 50 in one day. Not gonna happen, but I will try my best. I am at least going to make one item from each chapter. There are 10 chapters to be exact, so do we think I can make 10 itty bitty amigurumis by the end of the day today? If what I've heard is correct, then yes. Zach has claimed that each of these take about 30 minutes or so. 30 minutes, 10 items, that should be 5 hours. Definitely doable within one working time period, right? But also, I'm not sure if that means it takes 30 minutes for Zach or if it's gonna take 30 minutes for everyone, you know? We'll find out. I am starting the day around 10 a.m. Normally, I try to make these videos over a 12-hour stretch, so if I start at 10 a.m., I will crochet all day with breaks, keep in mind, lunch, dinner, stuff like that, until 10 p.m. I have a little bit of yarn that was actually sent to me as a bonus from Zaddy Crafts from his really good thick Chanel yarn line. So I will use these on any of the patterns that require these colors. Other than that, as far as yarn goes, we'll just be figuring stuff out and grabbing from the stash. I'm prepared. I bought an entire new bag of polyfill for this video, even though they're so tiny. I needed a new bag anyway. This is probably gonna last me a couple more years. But I'm excited. Let's get started. So first I need to actually look through the book. I got this in the mail yesterday, took it out of the package, and I actually haven't opened it. It looks good. I love purple. Big fan. I like how they're all spaced out on the cover and they're actual photos of the items. Table of contents, all of the chapters, and the little people. Oh, wait, that's genius. Oh my gosh. Okay. Right here is the table of contents, right? It has all of the itty bitty amigurumi names and what page they're on, which is pretty standard and useful, but if you turn the page, there is a visual table of contents. This might be, I just opened the book. This might be my favorite page because immediately, just going off of visuals, you can pick where you want to start in the book. That's genius. I am seeing some things that are sticking out to me, such as the whole farm section is cute. Cute. Chicken, cow, sheep, goat, pig, beautiful. The fox, the mushroom, the elephant, turtle is really cute. Crab, nice. Love the llama, love the pigeon. Oh, and a mouse, that's nice. Raccoon, frog, bee, alien. Oh, the star and the moon and the sun and a rocket ship. Oh, the whole space thing is so cute. Okay, maybe I should, first of all, pick some items based on what colors of yarn that I have. I have these three, obviously, but I do have some more Zaddy Crafts yarn left over from the last Ami video that I made. And I think a little bit from my very first order from Zaddy Crafts. Let me gather. Okay, weird spot, I know, but I remember seeing this in here the other day. There it is. This is all of the Zaddy Crafts yarn that I have. It's not a huge selection of colors, but it is a pretty nice spread. I am going to look at these photos and strategically pick a couple of patterns that we will be able to make with these colors. I have a handy dandy book stand. This is for cookbooks, but I think this is gonna be perfect for today. I am seeing Asher the Alien, Mina the Moon, Wilfred the Star, Scott the Scorpion, Jake the Snake, Juniper the Jellyfish, Rhiannon the Rhino, Allie the Elephant. That's about everything with like the exact color matches, but there are some things I think I could make that are different colors, like the frog. I have multiple greens, and then we could make the belly in white, maybe? Alex the Frog. The giraffe is so cute, man, and the fox. All right, here are some that I really want to make, but I don't have Zaddy yarn for. I'll just have to use different yarn from my stash. Perry the pig, Yohi the fox, Bethany the giraffe, Kelsey the cactus, Paolo the pigeon, and Riley the rainbow. I'm going to start the day by using up my Zaddy Crafts yarn just because it's here and it's on my desk. Don't have to think about it. Don't have to get up. So, first thing we will be making is Asher the alien. This is a part of the Space Explorers chapter. It's pretty easy to find where you want to be in the book because each pattern is color coordinated. So you can just flip through and find what color you need pretty fast, and then from there find the exact pattern you're looking for. All of the photos in here are fantastic. Look at that. Handmade felt background. There's even a QR code you can scan if you want a 360 view instead of just the flat picture. And this is so short. Makes sense considering everything is itty bitty and fast. Okay, so it has techniques, which I am gonna have to look at. Mainly just to refresh my memory. 2 double crochet bobble stitch, color changing bobble stitch, invisible fasten off. All of that will be towards the beginning of the book in the technique area. Yes, yes. And all of them have video tutorials. Beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and scan these, have the video tutorial loaded and ready on my phone for when it comes up in the pattern. Okay, I'm ready to make Asher the alien. Let's go. Let's see, I haven't used the thick chenille yarn. The recommended hook size for Amigurumi is 8mm. That's big. This alien is going to be maybe not so itty bitty. Oh, it's pink, lovely. I also have safety eyes. In the book, it says all of these patterns recommend a 12mm, but since I'm sizing up the yarn, I'll probably go up to 14, maybe 15, one of those two. I have a feeling this is gonna be adorable and I'm gonna have so much of this yarn left over that I'm gonna have to make multiple aliens, but not today. Today, we're gonna make a big variety. While we're working on our first itty bitty amigurumi, why don't we talk about this book? The patterns in here are perfect for everyone, even beginners, as it includes QR codes for everything from basic stitches to special crochet techniques. This is also a great book to have on hand for experienced crocheters. Sometimes you just need a quick project, a quick present, or a boost of serotonin. Pick a page, sit down for 30 minutes, get it done. Almost every pattern in this book is named after a loved one, community member, or a pattern tester for Zach. Flipping through this book, you can immediately tell how much love and care Zach put into this project. Itty Bitty Amigurumi comes out on August 4th. It is available right now for pre-order if you're interested. Head on over to www.crochetmezaddy.com/book. You can get a physical or an electronic version. Either way, you'll have a ton of beautiful projects to pick from. Okay, I have finished the little alien head with its adorable ears. That took me 8 minutes. I am about to change to gray for the UFO portion. Yeah. I'm gonna put the eyes on. I'm gonna go with 15. Just cause. And they go in between rounds 4 and 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. And it goes right under the antenna, it says. Eyeballs attached. The size comparison, looking at the photo with the big yarn versus the small yarn, I think that the 15mm are like to scale. Continuing, I will now have to watch example video for this color changing bobble stitch.
The new color in that final stitch, what I'm going to do is just leave it there, leave it anchored so it's nice and tightly fastened to the back of my project.
Okay, King. That's easy. And there we go. I think we're done with the yellow, so I'll cut that off. Only have 4 rounds left. Okay, so invisible fasten off. This is easy. I do this all the time. Beautiful. Pretty sure I need to start stuffing the insides a little bit because we have 3 rounds left And yeah, that's it. 3 rounds left. So first finished make of the day is officially Asher the Alien. I did time myself, and making this from start to finish ended up being 36 minutes. Now, that is really good. Take into account, this is the first Ami of the day. I did have to change colors multiple times. I had to look up and watch 2 different YouTube tutorials for this guy. And I did have to frog, I think, 1 row. Yeah, whenever I was doing the little antenna, I messed up. As you can see, all is well and fixed. He is so cute. I love his little UFO. Here's the bottom. It looks fantastic. The little yellow bobble stitches are just perfect. It was not bad. Literally not bad at all. I'd be happy to make more. But not right now. We're moving on. Next, why don't we just stay within the Space Explorers? Let's do Mina the Moon. This one seems even easier. I'm gonna guess 20 minutes or so. Literally. Still using our yarn over here. I have the exact color. Charming. And that's it. That's the only color that we need. Very cute, basic crescent moon. Perfect to go with our alien. Here we go. Whew. Okay, I put some eyes on, staying with the 15 millimeter. This is the center, goes on either side of the moon. Looks like slightly above center between rounds 3 and 4. Does that look relatively even? And then the moon will get folded in half. Oh yeah, actually I should have done that first, I guess. It's gonna get folded in half and then connected like that. Okay, the eyes are not even. I'm gonna move this one up a little bit. Are the eyes even? Kind of, yeah. It's not bad. I'll put the backs on. Okay, we will just finish closing her up and do some stuffing along the way. And there we have it. Project number 2 of the day, Mina the Moon, is finished. No joke, this took me 16 minutes. It looks good. Look at them together. Next on my list is another one in the Space Explorers series. We are going to make Wilfred the Star. Made an alien, made a moon, have to make a star. Mainly because I have this yellow yarn and it's perfect. We're making the little ends of the stars. My only thing is that I always have this on here. And I don't know why. I don't know how to fix it. It's always in my magic circle. For what? What is it? I don't know. I will be chaining 2 and crocheting around the first chain. See how that works. Okay. Well, it's gone. Looks pretty smooth, so I guess that is my solution for now. Make 4 more. I have 5 points of a star. Almost done. Maybe. Now we need to do some interesting stuff. We gotta join all of these together. I'm just crossing my fingers at this point. I think I'm doing it right, but we'll find out. here's where I'm at. That was actually quite hard. I've never done that before. The seamless join, I had to low-key guess where to put the last join together, but I think I'm on track. I was gonna ask Zach, but it's currently 4 a.m. in Australia and I don't want to bug him. So, I'm gonna keep on trucking. How does that look? Even? Good? I don't even know if this is gonna need stuffing with all the ends it's got in there. Well, probably just a little bit. All right, Wilfred the Star is complete. Nice. We're matching today. This one was absolutely the hardest one that I've made yet. To be fair, the alien and the moon were pretty simple. I don't know if this one is the hardest in the book. I don't know if it was just me, but I finished it and it turned out quite cute. Amigurumi, number 3. I think we shall be moving on from the Space Explorers. Really good stuff though. This is a cute little set. I am going to make my way to the Desert Beauties section and make Scott the Scorpion. This one will actually be itty bitty because I will be using the standard Zaddy Crafts A Really Good Chanel yarn, not the thick version. So I need my 5mm hook rather than the 8mm and some 12mm eyeballs. I believe this has the most rounds so far. Let's go ahead and get started. It is time for eyeballs. This is hard. Right now it looks like a seal.
My own little world, my own little world.
Scott the Scorpion is complete. This one was not too bad. Technically, it is no-sew because at the very end it just says to tie this on with a knot, but I sewed it on just because I still had the yarn on my needle from closing up the end of the tail. Anyway, it's all one piece. Love that. There are baubles used throughout. There's 2 right here for like the little mouth area, and then there is 6 of them on the bottom for the leggies. And then he's got a tail, and he has little claws too. Itty Bitty Ami number 4. For this one, I actually had to utilize a sticky note in the book to make sure I was on the right round the whole time, just because it had a little bit more words in them. But it is officially lunchtime for me. I'm going to take a break, stretch my hands, eat some food, grab a drink, and then we will come back and continue making Itty Bitty Ami. I'm back. Next thing I have on my list is Jake the Snake. Snakes can be any color, but in the book, it's yellow. So we shall use this. Back to our 8mm hook size. This one is, in fact, a snake, which pretty straightforward. Looks like we'll be crocheting the head and then a very long tube. This curls, which is interesting. I'm wondering if the stitches will naturally give it a little bit of curl, or if this fancy little sewing he has on top of it is gonna make it curl. We're gonna find out.
Oh, $4? Oh, that's a cool card. You with just $4. That's gonna be for me. That's gonna be for me.
Oh, there is in fact a stitch pattern that makes the snake all curly like. Cool.
Did I not hire him? Hired. Okay. So what are we looking at here? What do we want to do? We have.
As you can see, the snake does have a bit of a twist to it naturally, although adding these stripes should cinch it up a little bit, make it a tiny bit more springy. I think that's what it says. So we're gonna see how it goes. I am using Lily Sugar and Cream, obviously. With black cotton yarn starting from the head, we're going to embroider small stripes all the way down the body. Okay, now this is where the magic happens. I'm gonna go all the way back to the top. Okay. Now, just tie it together. And there we go. We have one squiggly snake. Jake the Snake is done. Itty Bitty Amigurumi number 5. Cute. This was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Maybe because I used the bigger yarn, so the tube wasn't as tiny. Alright, getting out of the desert here, the next thing we shall be making is one of our tropical treasures, Juniper the jellyfish. Using some purple Zadie Crafts yarn, transitioning back to the smaller size, so 5mm hook and 12mm safety eyes. I have made one of Zach's patterns before that is also a jellyfish, just a bit bigger, so I'm assuming this is going to be quite similar, but on a smaller scale. I present to you Juniper the jellyfish. Itty Bitty Ami project number 6. Exactly as I thought, this one was not bad at all. The loops were slightly challenging. The back got a little bit longer, but you know what? That's a stylistic choice, okay? It looks great. She's tiny, and she's cute. Moving on, the next Ami we will be making is at the zoo, Rhiannon the rhino. This one we will have to deviate on the colors just a little bit. In the book they use a light gray and a white. I do have the light gray, but it's in the super chunky, and I don't have the white in the super chunky, but I do have it in the regular size. So this will be our colors for Rhino today. Starting strong, magic circle. This is so cute. Rhiannon the Rhino is complete. I think it still looks fantastic with the dark gray, so totally happy about that. The horn looks great. The one white bauble right here for the horn, super good. Love the ears. The baubles on the bottom for the little feetsies, and then the tail. Itty Bitty Ami number 7, complete. And right now, I would like to continue this trip to the zoo. So next, we will be making Allie the elephant. I am excited for this one. This is so cute. The little trunk and the way it's just straight up, adorable. I am so happy I have some spirited left over from I don't even know how long ago, actually. Guys, the construction of this trunk is genius. It's just gonna stand straight up like that. I had to share. I'm thoroughly impressed. Wow. I don't make a lot of amigurumi, but I've never seen that before. Allie the elephant. This one actually might be one of my favorites. It's so cute, but to be fair, I've always loved elephants. The entire thing, one piece. Trunk, ears, tail, legs. It's so cute. That is finished itty bitty number 8. Currently, it is 7 p.m. My wrists are definitely starting to feel it, and I'm getting hungry. So I'm gonna go eat some dinner, and then like maybe I can fit in 1 to 2 more itty bitties today. I'm back. It is 8:45, so we have about an hour and 15 minutes until 10 p.m., the official 12-hour mark. If we have an hour and 15 minutes, based on how long the rest of the items have been taking, we should be able to get 2 more done. Let me see. I have 7 things left on my list that I wanted to make, so I guess I'm going to pick out my 2 favorites from that. I would really like to make the pig, because pigs are cute and it's pink. Hello. Oh, I really want to make the fox. Man. So I think I'm going to use Juice Couture, because I don't have any pink in the other yarn we've been using all day, and I don't have any other plush yarns, so I think Juice Couture will be better than acrylic. And secondly, I think I'll make the frog. But let's start here with Perry the pig. So I need a light pink and a dark pink. These two, right next to each other, look pretty good actually. Oh, and this is a scrap. Lovely. This yarn is a 6 weight. This is a 5. I'm gonna double strand this actually. I'm pretty sure I've done that before. And if I double strand it, I think 5 is too small. 8 is too big for sure. Maybe a 5.5 or a 6? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Juicy Couture is obviously plush. It says it's a 5 weight, but it has a lot of give to it. It squishes down really easily. I'm just going to pull from both ends, the middle and the outside. Starting with the dark pink. Let's make Perry. Here is Perry the pig. Look at him. Look at the snout. Look at the ears. Look at the feetsies. Look at the tiny little twisty tail. It turned out good. This is a little bit bigger than the other itty bitties. I used the 14mm eyes instead of the 12, and I think it was perfect. But that is itty bitty number 9 for the day. The goal was 10. It is currently 9:35. We have 25 minutes. Can we squeeze it in? I think so. What is our frog named? Alex the Frog. This is from Garden Delights. And boy, using that Juicy Couture was not the best. So I'm going to go back to a really good Chanel yarn. Although I don't have these exact colors, I'm going to do green and simple for the belly. I'm hoping that'll look just fine. Last project of the day. Let's get this thing done. Alex the Frog has made it, and perfect timing too. It is officially 10 p.m. I'm totally okay with the color change. It is absolutely still giving frog, in my opinion. This one's real cute. I like the lips, tummy, the tiny legs, and the baubles up here that go right behind the eyes. Fantastic touch. Itty Bitty number 10 is finished. That is 10 Itty Bitty Amigurumi projects within 12 hours. Luckily, my hands didn't fall off, but we'll see about that in the morning. Guys, the How Many in One Day Itty Bitty Challenge is done, so let me show you all of the amigurumi that we made yesterday. Starting with Asher the Alien, Mina the Moon, Wilfred the Star, Scott the Scorpion, Jake the Snake, Juniper the Jellyfish, Rhiannon the Rhino, Allie the Elephant, Alex the Frog, and Perry the Pig. That is 10 Itty Bitty amigurumis over the course of 12 hours. I'm thinking that my favorites are a tie between Asher the Alien, mainly because this one has multiple colors, the design is so cute, and I want to make it again, and Allie the Elephant, because the trunk is genius, the construction is so cute, I love how it stands up by itself, the ears look really good, the little tail is so cute, adorable right here. All of the patterns that I made yesterday were pretty easy. The hardest one was Wilfred the Star, and that is just because I had to learn a new technique. But the technique was very useful. There are no holes anywhere in this, and that exactly is what it's used for. I feel like he needs a little smile or something. Alex the Frog is definitely up there too. I love him. And let me say, making Perry the Pig in a different yarn really solidified the fact that the really good Chanel yarn line is perfect for Ami, and Juicy Couture is not really. Still turned out super cute, but I wish I had the correct yarn for this. Anyway, guys, that is it for me. I think that making 10 in one day was really good. Honestly, this is way more amigurumi than I have probably ever made within one working day. Yeah, no, absolutely. And the fact that they're all different patterns, I love that. I bet if I made the same thing over and over and over again, I would have gotten even more done. You really can't go wrong with any of the pattern designs in this book. There are a couple that I am absolutely going to have to revisit once I get the correct yarn colors, and definitely take a break for my hands and my own sanity. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you liked it. Leave a comment down below telling me which one of these is your favorite amigurumi that we made. Once again, Itty Bitty Amigurumi by Zach Dorr comes out on August 4th. It is available right now for pre-order. You can get the physical copy or the digital copy from crochetmezaddy.com/book. For easy access, scroll down to the video description. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!